Welcome, everybody. Welcome to the Jason O. Myles Real Estate Network. This is our channel dedicated to real estate and business development, mostly real estate, but it is a business. So I like to throw in a bunch of other stuff. So make sure that you check out some of the business principles that I have up here. It should be somewhere right up here right now. So I also want to take a second to ask you to please, since you're watching this right now, we have a goal. Our goal is to hit 1,000 subscribers by March 31st or the last day of February, however it plays out, right? By March 1st. We want to hit 1,000 subscribers by then. So if you're watching this right now, please just take a second, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, hit the bell so you can be notified. I'll give you a quick second. I'll just wait right here. Okay, thank you. Thank you so much. So we're going to talk a little bit today about, I ran a few polls and I got a lot of information from active investors, people that we're working with, some of the seven-figure, six-figure groups that I'm working in to see what is it that successful real estate investors do that unsuccessful real estate investors don't. So we ran a poll and we got a lot of solid information, and we're going to talk about that right when we come back. Okay, so what is it that successful real estate investors do that unsuccessful real estate investors don't? So I must have spoken with I've gotten feedback from probably about 350 different investors, and all of them had pretty much the same things to say. So what we did was just categorize it. We took it all in, and we said, okay, here's number one, number two, number three, number four, number five. I thought we'd have, five or six, but it turns out that we wound up with 12. So this is going to be a two-part series because I don't want to take up a bunch of your time. Our time is valuable. And if you can give me 8, 9, 10 minutes, 11 minutes of your time, I appreciate that. But I'm not going to bother you for 30, okay? Not unless we're doing something else, unless we're actually in a coaching session or something of that nature. But I definitely appreciate you watching. So let's just kind of get into it, okay? Number one, they take action every day. They take action. That was the number one thing that they said. It came up from everyone. And that is true. You have to take action every single day, even if it's just one thing that moves you closer to your goal, right? You know what your goal is. You know what it is you want to achieve, but you also know that you will never, ever, ever achieve that thing if you don't take action every day. Do something every day that's going to get you to where you want to be. Without that kind of action, you're not going to get there. Number two is one of my favorites. It's progress, not perfection. Progress, not perfection. Now, a lot of us, and I know some of you that are watching this are guilty of this. You are the person that just analyzes. Hey, I got to get this right before I actually do it. Nothing works that way. You didn't learn how to ride a bike that way. You didn't learn how to walk that way. You didn't learn how to do whatever it is you do without making some mistakes at it, right? Perfection does not exist. It doesn't. Just think about it for a second. The human mind is not built for perfection. If it was, everything would be perfect. We would very easily make things perfect, but it isn't. What it is used to doing and how it's used to functioning is adaptation. We as humans adapt to everything around us. And that adaptation allows us to perform the everyday tasks that we have to perform, whatever it is. Being a parent, going to work, shopping, driving, just everyday regular stuff. So perform. Don't focus on perfection because it doesn't exist. You're going to make some mistakes. You just want to try not to make as many mistakes as some of us, myself included, have made over the years. So that's why we are doing these kind of things, to help you limit the number of mistakes that you make. But the biggest mistake that people make is they're not focused on progression, they're focused on perfection. And perfection, since it doesn't exist, stops people from achieving, stops people from moving forward. So don't focus on that. Just move forward, just progress. And number three, don't chase money. Help people. Add value. Okay, now this again is true in any business. Now, this is just specific to real estate as I'm discussing it with you, but it's true in any business. Every business that's out there is there to solve a problem. Now, once you've solved that problem, then you can make money, then you can earn money. If you have proven that you can help solve the problem, you'll make money. And the more people that have that problem, the more profit you can actually make. But again, don't chase after the money, because if you're adding value, the money is just going to come. The money is going to be a byproduct of how good you are at that thing that you do, whatever that is. We're real estate investors. We solve problems for people. People have problems with real estate, whether they're going into foreclosure, bankruptcy, divorce. Maybe the property is in disrepair. Maybe they're sick and tired of being a landlord. Maybe their job moved them and they haven't been able to sell the house for many different reasons. There is always, always a problem. Your job is to identify that problem, add value by creating a solution for that person in their particular situation. And if you do that, opportunity will find you. All you have to do is be active, of course, but it'll find you. So don't chase the money. Don't chase the money. Add value, solve people's problems. Number 4 is be consistent. Keep moving forward, okay? Doesn't matter where you are in your business. It doesn't matter if you're doing 1 deal a month, 2 deals a month, 3 deals a month. Whatever your goal is, you're going to have a goal, something that you want to achieve, whether it's a dollar amount or, maybe it's a property number. Maybe you're acquiring property to, because you want to be a landlord. Or maybe you just say to yourself, look, I want to do 4 flips this year. I want to do 1 a quarter because you only did 2 last year. Whatever it is, you have to be consistent. You have to be consistent in your marketing efforts. You have to be consistent in how you do your day-to-day, hour-to-hour stuff. Create routines for yourself. Those things are important so that you can fill it all in. Just to give you an example, I get up in the morning, I read for about 30 minutes. I try to make sure that I put 30 minutes of reading in every single day. There are people that say, hey, I'm going to read 50 pages a day. For me, it's 30 minutes. I've got a lot of stuff to do, right? And if I have downtime in the day, I will, especially if I'm out, I'm going to open up my book and I'll read a little bit over lunch. Maybe I'm answering emails, but that anyway, the point I'm trying to make is my routine starts with that every morning. Then I answer emails. Then I call the people that I need to call to set up the day if I hadn't spoken with them the night before. That's my routine. And then when I get out, I'm out and I'm doing my thing. But I'm consistent in those efforts. I make sure we're marketing every single week, right? I make sure that I'm viewing our campaigns every single week. I mean, we run them constantly, but the metrics change. Sometimes an ad will perform today and it may not perform next week that well. We have to understand why that is. That's my job. That's what I do, okay? I've got people that generally handle the day-to-day outside the house looking at properties thing for me. Do I still do that? Absolutely, when I have time, but I'm focused on running my business, working on my business and not necessarily in my business. I'm focused on expansion, right? So that's my routine and I'm consistent in that every single day, every single day. So be consistent in your efforts because it's through that consistency that opportunity shows itself. Now, number 5, I thought was absolutely hilarious, absolutely hilarious. So I tried to rephrase it, but I decided to just leave it as they said it. And that is, don't take advice from broke people or people that haven't done the thing that you are working towards doing. Listen, that is so key because if you want money advice, why would you go to the guy on the corner? You just wouldn't do it. You'd find out who is good at the thing you want to do and go from there. But more often than not, we fall back on our friends and family and we listen to them because we value them. So even if we're saying that we don't want to listen to them, we're still hearing them in our ear. They're in our ear. They're in the back of our mind and they're telling us, here's what you should do. You should do that. You should do that. Or they're the naysayer. But you can simply not listen to broke people that are giving you advice. You can't take billionaire advice from Uncle Ned or whoever. You just can't do it. You simply can't do it. So go find the people that have achieved what you're working towards and get advice from them, whatever it takes, whatever it takes. I still have coaches and mentors that I pay because it's necessary. There are things that I can't talk to everybody about, not because they're super personal, but because they haven't been in that situation. You know, when I'm looking for tax write-offs, I can't talk to the people my everyday people. I've got to go to high net worth investors that know exactly what kind of investments I need to put myself in so that I can achieve the write-offs that I need or the income goals that I'm trying. I have to go to those people. I can't just talk to my closest buddies about that. I've got to go to a special person, you know, someone who has achieved. So don't take that advice from people that haven't done it. Go get the advice from people that have done it, whatever it takes. And next is just don't give up. Do not give up. There's always going to be roadblocks. There's always going to be something that gets in your way. There's always going to be a thing. That's just the way life is. You can look at your life right now and you can say, oh, there's this obstacle. There's that obstacle. I've got to do this before I do this. Oh, this got in the way of my plan. That's just how things are, right? It's just how things are. So change the way you think. Change the way you think about it and don't give up. Don't put it off. Don't wait. Stay focused. Stay focused on what you need to do. Yes, sometimes some things pop up that are super big and you have to handle it right now. But do not give up on what you want to do. Because like we said before, consistency is going to take you there. Just be consistent. Working through adversity is going to build character. It's going to give you great stories to tell when you've achieved the level of success that you're working towards. So don't give up. It doesn't matter how slow it's going, as long as it's moving, as long as you're gaining from it. Doesn't matter. I tell you all the time, my first 2.5 years in real estate, I didn't make any money, and everyone that I knew thought I was crazy. They thought I was absolutely crazy, but I knew it was there. I kept going. I didn't give up. And because of that, my life and my family's lives and some of my friends' lives have now changed financially. We do things differently. That's what it means to never give up. That's what it means to never give up. And I can go on and on and on about this, but I think you get the message, right? I think you get the message. Don't give up. So listen, that's the first 6. You know, we've already been doing this, I don't know, 10, 11 minutes, 12 minutes, whatever the clock says, I don't know. But we've been doing it long enough. I also want to say for one more time, please hit that subscribe button if you like this content. I want to make sure that I'm sharing as much with you. Engage with me and tell me what you like. So this is your man, Jason Myles. Thank you so much for watching this. Thank you for taking the time, and thank you for subscribing. And I'll see you on the next video. Peace.